Okay. And we are back. I actually need to mute the music because it's going to do the intro. I can't skip most likely. And there it is. We are back with the Universe mode. I say we're back. It's the same stream. But if those of you are watching on YouTube or just joining us, this is actually the first ever episode of Friday Night Fights here on WWE 2K18 Universe mode. I'll take away the stream starting soon, Paco now. And I'll get ready to just take away the low pay, the low resolution, I can't talk, the low resolution WWE JPEG once this copyrighted intro that I can't skip goes away. I mean, I would love to show it, it's very wild and insane, but I guarantee you I will get a copyright strike for it, so. I'd much rather it just go away like it just did. Welcome to Friday Night Fights. I am your Friday Night Fights General Manager and commentator, Trey. Joined, of course, as always, by Dunks. Hello, Dunks. He looks at me like, please, no more of this. We just did 2 hours of Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. Now, you may notice, if you watch Jim Bob Crockett Promotions, that Friday Night Fights takes place in a much smaller, crappier stadium, aka a high school gymnasium. Friday Night Fights did not get much of the budget in the split. It was not split 50-50. Jim Bob Crockett Promotions got the better roster, the better arena, and the better graphic designer. So, yep. We're going to get ready to start up here. Now, as I mentioned before, Jim Bob Crockett Promotions has a tag team champion. Has tag team champions. Friday Night Fights does not. So we are going to be holding a tag team championship tournament leading up to our pay-per-view payback in 2 weeks. 16 teams will be competing. 4 of them will be eliminated tonight. And we're going to open with that match. We're going to be introduced to 2 brand new tag teams exclusive to Friday Night Fights.
We have a great match coming up next. It's Team Rick Rude.
Those of you in stream might have saw that I accidentally didn't cover up the match card for tonight. But that's okay. Those of you watching at home, I will cover it up. That being said, great matches tonight. This opening match, a tag team match of the tournament. 2 brand new tag teams. Also, later on tonight, we have the legacy of Smack, Shaquille O'Neal and Robbie Rotten going up against a brand new mystery tag team. We don't know who it is yet. And in our main event, we have the World Heavyweight Champion Ken Bone going up against the Animal Batista. We've got a great show for you tonight. Even if we are in a high school gymnasium, that just means we gotta step things up even more. And it's time now for our first match. Not only of the evening, but of Friday Night Fights in general. Of course, as you see in the logo there, this event brought to you by Soda Shack. Soda Shack, give me a smack and I'll shack you back. And we see here the ravishing Rick Rude. I don't have sound on. My apologies. I did not realize that. And I don't have tag team entrances for a lot of these teams yet. They're brand new teams. So you're going to see them come out one at a time. But we have first here the ravishing Rick Rude. Who possibly could his tag team partner be? Who is good enough for the ravishing Rick Rude to team up with? It could be literally, it could be King Kong Bundy. It could be the Batman. It could be Elias Sampson. Who? He's got some words to say. Oh, what an absolute egomaniac Mr. Rick Rude is. I know someone just held up a sign of Jack Gallagher, and there's another Jack Gallagher sign behind him. Let me go ahead and let you know now. Ravishing Rick Rude's partner is not Jack Gallagher, despite everyone holding up Jack Gallagher signs. But then who is his partner? Why, it's none other than the glorious Bobby Roode. That's right. Rick Rude, Bobby Roode, on the Roonba. They are the Roode Boys. Absolutely glorious here. Let me tell you something. Rick Rude, Bobby Roode, I think they could be your first ever Friday Night Fights Tag Team Champions. You can't type. It seems like you've been typing just fine to me, personally. I didn't say it before. Welcome to Stream Psychic Fox 001. Welcome to the first ever Friday Night Fights as we work our way towards Payback in 2 weeks. If you miss any matches of Friday Night Fights, or if you missed Jim Bob Crockett Promotions, which we streamed just before this, both will be uploaded to the YouTube channel separately. Link to that in the description. I guess not really in the description below, it's beneath the Twitch channel, where you put all the jank that you would put. Bobby Roode has a long entrance, right? Like, he just... His game entrance is just... It's like 8 years long. It's not quite the Balor entrance, but it's like... It's up there with the Nakamura entrance. It might be more than the Nakamura entrance, if I do say so myself. But who is going up against the Roode Boys? Sorry, had a little bit of an interruption there. Is his entrance longer than The Undertaker's? Absolutely not. I don't... See, like, the longest entrances, as far as I know, they're Undertaker and Balor, right? I don't know which one of those two is longer. I would imagine it's Undertaker, but Balor's is really, really long. It's definitely not longer. Well, I mean, okay, well, I hope you weren't looking at the signs in the audience, because people in the audience have now spoiled who both members of the next tag team are. But first up is, of course, Jack Gallagher, the one I mentioned myself. The Gentleman. Jack, why does he have an NXT thing? Alright, whatever. Have they all had the NXT thing as their little nameplates? Yeah, I should pay more attention. But Jack Gallagher, first member of the next team. Actually, those of you who watched the draft will know who this team is, because they were randomly put together. And I'm running with it, you know. Live and die by the rando. Jack Gallagher, first member. Of this tag team. See, Gallagher, he's got classic entrance. He's just gonna come out here and he's gonna get her done. Trying his best to censor who his tag team partner is via the signs in the back. And of course, Jack Gallagher's tag team partner is the All-American Lex Luger. Jack... I didn't first time watching. Well, here's the total package Lex Luger. Also known together as the Brex Express. Nice little... Yeah, it's the tag team name. Between you and me, Lex Luger definitely has a total package, and they should have probably not animated it that much. So here we are, the Roode Boys versus the Brex Express, to move on to the second round in the Tag Team Championship Tournament. Who will start out for each member of the teams? Oh, we're starting with Rick Rude and Jack Gallagher. And the match is underway. And right off the bat, massive suplex to the cruiserweight. A lot of muscular guys in this match, and also Jack Gallagher. He's gonna do another suplex? Oh, he's taking Gallagher all the way to Suplex City. Simply ravishing. Look at that, like, child in the background with the green shirt. That kid's terrifying. He's like a monster. Look at him. Oh, Gallagher's starting to get some offense. Come on, Gallagher. I mean, I could go either way, personally. I think both the Roode Boys and the Brex Express have what it takes, but I gotta admit, out of the 4 people separately, Gallagher is definitely my favorite. But that being said, out of the 4 people in here, Lex Luger is probably my least favorite, so it's a little bit give and take. We just gotta say, hey, whichever one of these teams is the better team, they're gonna go on to the next round. That's how it works. Oh, and Gallagher! Clothesline over the top rope, eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Rick Rude, he's not going to give him time to rest. He's going to go right after him. Oh, just taunting, showing Gallagher what a real man looks like. Yo, honestly, though, oh, amazing kip up, and then enziguri by Jack Gallagher. That kid looks like a mini Brock Lesnar. That kid's going to eat Brock Lesnar and take the Universal title. He's winning the Elimination Chamber. Oh, tossing Jack Gallagher over. Gallagher doing his best to fight back at a 6 count. If both these teams get eliminated, which they're not going to do yet, then I don't really know what happens. I guess like another team would randomly take their place, or we'll just give the other team a bye. I've got extra. I surprisingly have more than 16. Oh, and Gallagher just taunting Rick Rude. Rude doesn't want to get touched by those stinky feet because he's a real man. Oh, amazing offense by Jack Gallagher. Just showing off the total package. Gallagher sending him into the corner. I forgot that was his corner. Doing a tag team maneuver with Lex Luger. Oh, double elbows. And then Lex Luger running the ropes for seemingly no reason. Hot tag to Bobby Roode. Oh, and a spear! A glorious spear! And then a drop kick. Bobby Roode coming in hot. A second spear. Unbelievable. What is Bobby Roode planning here? Lex Luger. No, leave his total package alone. Bobby Roode circling his prey like a vulture. Going up to the second road. That kid could kill Gallagher. That kid could kill Lex Luger. Is Lex Luger even alive anymore? That kid could kill Goldberg. That kid's a monster. He needs to get out. Whoever allowed this child into our high school gymnasium has made a horrible mistake. Bobby Roode choking out Lex Luger. As the police sirens go off outside, they're coming for that kid. Lex Luger throws Bobby Roode into the turnbuckle. Tag to Jack Gallagher. Great teamwork so far by Gallagher and Lex Luger, the Brex Express. Bobby Roode, not quite going for the glorious DDT, but is going for a big suplex. No, Gallagher not wanting to let that happen, but it doesn't matter. He hits the suplex anyway. Bobby Roode playing up to the crowd, getting himself hyped up. Oh, big kick to Gallagher's head. Bobby Roode gets him up. Oh, and a glorious spine buster. It's going to do some real damage to the lower back of the Gentleman Jack. But Bobby Roode now looking to make things a little more glorious. And the glorious DDT to Jack Gallagher. Yo, remember when Bobby Roode's finisher was a pump handle slam? Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh my god, and Lex Luger takes out Rick Rude while also breaking up the pin. That's what I call the total package. Jack Gallagher thrown into the corner now. Bobby Roode spinning him around. And again, oh, massive corner clothesline. Gallagher in serious trouble. Needs to make that tag to Lex Luger as soon as he can. Or not. Crucifix bomb right there. Gallagher getting pumped up. Getting Bobby Roode up to his feet for a neck breaker. Now Gallagher getting him up again. Oh, massive drop kick. And another massive drop kick. Oh, Gallagher running the ropes. Oh, went for another drop kick. But Bobby Roode catches him with a backbreaker. Putting an end to Gallagher's momentum right off the bat. Roode now. I don't really know what he's doing here. Oh, snake eyes on the turnbuckle. Gallagher in some serious trouble. Bobby Roode into the Roode Boys corner. Not going for a tag, though. Oh, and once again, we see Gallagher doing his silly tricks. This time on Bobby Roode instead of Rick Rude. What an amazing, fancy gentleman comeback. As Gallagher tries to get up, but a jawbreaker from Bobby Roode is going to stop him right there. Massive punch sends him to the ground. Gallagher trying to crawl away, and Bobby Roode just isn't going to let that happen. Holding Gallagher down with a knee, completely legal. Now, oh, I thought he was going for the Roode Awakening. Oh, a suplex bridged into a pin, and that's it. Where was Lex Luger? The Roode Boys just won. What happened? Is every superstar drafted between shows? Yes. Every single superstar was drafted, as well as about 100 created wrestlers were drafted. That being said, obviously because every superstar was drafted, it means every show has like over 200 wrestlers. So every wrestler is obviously not going to be used, probably. But like every wrestler did get drafted, and then some. And we did not draft, however, like the same wrestler multiple times. So like Big Show, there's like 3 Big Shows in the game. Only one Big Show got drafted, and then that person can just use whatever Big Show they want. That person was me. But congratulations to the Roode Boys winning their first ever match together as a tag team, moving on in the Tag Team Championship tournament as they celebrate together here tonight. So we get ready to move on to the next match. Let me pop up that little handsome censor bar. What show is Edge on? I genuinely have no idea. Let me find out. Control. Oh, that's the Control F. Edge. Find next. Edge is on Jim Bob Crockett Promotions, the other show that we just got done streaming. He was not on the show we just did, but like he was drafted that show. But he wasn't on that card. If you get what I'm saying. Edge was drafted to Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. If you'll give me if you won't mind my typing, I gotta take some notes over wins and whatnot, so I remember this later. Keep track of all the wins and losses. Edge is your fave. Edge is a very good wrestler. It's a shame he can't wrestle anymore. Genuinely. As if it wouldn't be genuine, but nonetheless. Thankfully, he can wrestle here in Universe mode. As it's time for a certain superstar to deliver some spooky words.
What could this be about?
That's right. It's the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. Here to deliver his gospel in the high school arena of Friday Night Fights. Yo, the kid's... No, never mind. I thought the kid was gone. I thought he, like, disappeared into the darkness. But no, he's still there. He's lurking. Bray Wyatt. Ready to speak his words. Bray Wyatt, of course, him and his Wyatt family will be in the tag team tournament next week, going up against Sanity, of all people. But that's next week, and this is now, and right now, Bray Wyatt has some words to say. The question is, will they make any sense? Oh boy, here we go. Here's the best part where I come out here and air my grievances. Honestly, it's a waste of my time, but I guess this is just the way things are done around here, huh? I can't for the life of me remember his name, but it appears that I've drawn the ire of a certain superstar on the WWE roster. Again, I'm not trying to be coy, I just honestly forgot his name. There's a serious lack of worthwhile opponents in this company. No one is worth my time. Who's in charge of talent management? Whoever they are, they should be fired. Maybe the person managing that person too. Yo, that really, like, that fucking hurts me. That hits me close to home because I really, my drafts were horrible. If anyone back here doesn't like it, they can kiss my ass. No, seriously, they are more than welcome to kiss it. In fact, I bet some of the guys in the back are pros at kissing ass. You can deny it all you want, but it's not going to change anything. I'm not going anywhere. And the one place the rest of the WWE superstars are going to find themselves is the unemployment line. That's what happens when you step in the ring with me. I end careers, and whoever thinks otherwise is next. Oh no, is Bray Wyatt Goldberg now? Oh shit. Follow the Goldbergs!
I'm not sure we can top that, but we will do our best as we move along with our program.
Follow the child. Some, AKA The Rock. Bray Wyatt, talked about having the ire of a certain superstar. You have to imagine it's probably Eric Young, leader of Sanity. Neither of them will be in the tag match. Next week, it will instead be Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf versus Luke. No, wait, it'll be 3-on-3. What am I talking about? The whole point of putting Sanity versus Wyatt so it can be 3-on-3. I'm an idiot. Ignore that. That's gonna be 3-on-3. It's time now to take a break. Just a little small break from tag team action. We're gonna move on to our women's division for the night because we got to figure out at Payback who's gonna be our first ever women's champion. And so I'm gonna do something similar to Jacob. Do something. You're smart. I appreciate the compliment. We're gonna do something similar to Jim Bob Crockett Promotions. They're having a fatal 4-way for their women's title. I'm gonna do the same thing, but instead of filling my first show with women's matches, I'm filling it with tag matches. And because I have a month to build up to Payback in game, in real life I have 2 weeks. I'm gonna have a women's match every week. The winner of those matches, or the winners of those matches, will be in the fatal 4-way. So it's exactly what Jim Boss did, but instead of being a bunch of triple threats, it'll be a variety of matches, including this match right here, which is going to be an Extreme Rules match. The question is, who's competing in this Extreme Rules match? Let's find out. And that's right, starting up, it's the Voyager, Kairi Sane, winner of the Mae Young Classic.
Making her way to the ring.
Kairi Sane going to get extreme here tonight on the first ever Friday Night Fights. She looks very concerned, like she's just so concerned about getting extreme tonight. And let me tell you something, once you find out who her opponent is tonight, you'll understand why Kairi Sane is incredibly concerned. Donker, are you concerned, Dunks? He said Dunks is so concerned for Kairi Sane because he knows who's coming next. Kairi Sane's opponent alone is a threat, but getting extreme, she's absolutely deadly, and Kairi Sane knows it, so she's gonna have to be prepared when she goes up against Ronda Rousey. She stole the belt. She stole our Broken Hearts Championship. She's not the champion. She stole my belt. No. Security. Ronda Rousey stole the title belt. I'm not gonna go take it. What's wrong with her face? She's like the Joker. What happened? How did Ronda Rousey get these scars? Ignore that belt. She's not the women's champion. Ronda Rousey stole my belt and I can't stop her because she's Ronda Rousey. She just took whatever she wanted. Kairi Sane, get my belt back for me. She'd be stealing. We couldn't afford security. Literally all of our money went to this high school gymnasium and the ring mats so people wouldn't just get thrown into the hardwood floors. These chairs? We didn't buy these chairs. We had to borrow these chairs from the school we're in. Ronda Rousey is our security. And immediately Ronda Rousey just takes Kairi Sane to the ground. Reminder, an Extreme Rules match. Anything goes. No disqualifications. No countouts. Only way to win is pinfall or submission in the middle of the ring. And now you start to see why Kairi Sane was so concerned when she came out. Because Ronda Rousey is already going for a weapon. I didn't think she would. I'll be honest with you. I thought Ronda Rousey was going to try and do it without a weapon. But clearly she's not, as she just beats Kairi Sane in the head with a baseball bat. Ronda Rousey, not only has she stolen my championship, but she wants to make that championship hers legally. Oh, and Kairi Sane wants to not let that happen. Please jump with the baseball bat and hit her with it midair. Oh, Kairi Sane, I thought she was going to get rid of the baseball bat so no one could use it, but no. What? Ronda Rousey just used mind magic. She shot a mind bullet at Kairi Sane's baseball bat and knocked it out of her head. I can't believe it. Ronda Rousey, UFC champion, true fighter, and also telekinesis user. Who can stop Ronda Rousey as she tosses Kairi Sane to the ground? Dunks can't even watch it. He's got to look away. Oh, and a slap to Kairi Sane. The disrespect. Oh, she's barking. He's mad. Dunks is mad at what's happening to Kairi Sane, but there's nothing happening to her right now. She's fighting back against Ronda Rousey, throwing her on her back. She now has her up. Big body slam to Ronda Rousey. WWE be glitching. No, it's the mind bullets. Kairi Sane's got the baseball bat and she's not afraid to use it. Cracking it over the head of Ronda Rousey. Kairi Sane getting rid of the baseball bat, but then getting her... I don't know what Kairi Sane's doing. Some would say she's acting a little insane. But actually, what is Kairi Sane doing? This is how Nia Jax lost the triple threat match, by messing with the crowd and a jab from Ronda Rousey's. Gonna show her why. Oh, but Kairi Sane with a DDT. Didn't awkwardly drape her. What is Kairi Sane doing? Oh, she's going for another weapon. She at least has a reason for going outside this time. But Ronda Rousey's gonna meet her. Kairi Sane grabbed a sledgehammer. But Ronda Rousey's mind bullets made quick work of that. Inverted DDT. Kairi high. Kairi sky high, if you know what I mean. That's how we don't actually pay our wrestlers here on Friday Night Fights with money. We couldn't afford it. We just pay them with illicit narcotics and Game Boy Advance games. Ronda Rousey throwing Kairi Sane's lifeless body in the ring. Oh no. This isn't good. Sane's in trouble. Oh, and Rousey's got the armbar locked in. Kairi Sane's gonna have to tap out. There's no way to break out of Ronda Rousey's armbar. It's literally Kairi Sane's broken out of Ronda Rousey's armbar. Oh, but that might have done some permanent damage to Kairi Sane's arm. You can see her favoring that arm now as she picks Ronda Rousey up for the Alabama Slammer. Now, Kairi Sane. Oh, stomping hard on the solar plexus of Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey with the mind bullets. Mind bullets are completely legal here in an Extreme Rules match. They may be outside, they may be considered a weapon, but weapons are allowed. And she's also only used them to deflect other weapons. It's her defensive tactic. What Kairi Sane trying to go to the top rope, but a glitch in the Matrix has stopped her. Has Ronda Rousey covered the turnbuckle with mind bullets to prevent her opponent from climbing? A brilliant strategy, if I say so myself. Oh, and Ronda Rousey trying to grab Kairi Sane, but Kairi Sane not going to let it happen. Oh, Sane wisely slithering to the outside like a snake to grab another weapon. Now Kairi Sane's got a steel chair. A classic weapon. She doesn't want it. Maybe the weapons make Ronda Rousey's mind bullet stronger, so she's just going to pick Rousey up. Oh, and hit her with, I don't really know what, it was like an attitude adjustment. I don't know what the actual name is. Kairi Sane calling for a finisher, but it's not the anchor elbow, so I don't know what it's going to be. Oh my god, a spear. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, but Ronda Rousey kicking out of the spear. I'm killing you with laughter. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I'm going to be honest with you. Jim Bob Crockett Promotions was not nearly this fun. Oh my god. Inverted suplex. Not really an inverted. You just kind of threw Ronda Rousey. Picking her up for another Alabama Slammer. This is what happens. This is what happens when I book a show and I'm here watching it, and then when Jacob books a show and I just have to talk over it. I'm a lot more interested in my show. And also, it's funnier because it's in a high school gymnasium. That just makes everything 10 times funnier. The thought of everything being in a high school gym. Kairi saying, another spear! Can I get a better than Roman? Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Kairi Sane amazingly has beaten Ronda Rousey. I am in genuine shock here. Sane celebrating now. What a great win for this superstar. Incredible victory. Michael Cole is probably reading that, but I can't hear him. Oh, Kairi Sane looking for a sign of respect. And Ronda Rousey won't let her have it. What a sore loser. Nonetheless, Kairi Sane still your victor here tonight. Despite Ronda Rousey losing that match. Looks like we can... She beat the Mind Bullets. Unbelievable. And with that, Kairi Sane has returned the Broken Hearts Championship to me. After taking it back from Ronda Rousey. Thank God, Dunks. Our title's finally back where it belongs. Locked up in a box. Until, yes. Locked up in a box until we have someone to claim it. Ronda Rousey clearly not happy that she's already lost. She is a 0-1 in Universe now. Ronda Rousey, of all people. 0-1. Goodness me, Donker. Time for another tag team match. That's right. We have... Excuse me? Oh, I've just received word that someone didn't show up. Oh my god. So, Rhino and Slater, Beauty and the Man Beast, they were supposed to be in this match. But no one can find Slater. Slater's missing. Slater has apparently been missing ever since the draft, and that was over 2 months ago. Again, we don't have security, so we don't know how to find Slater. What are we going to do about this? Who's going to take Slater and Rhino's spot if they can't make it without Slater here? But he's got kids, but he didn't make it. Wait, Slater's not here, but Rhino is still coming out. Does Rhino have another tag team partner? You know, I can tell you now that Rhino and Slater were supposed to go up against Titus Worldwide, Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil. And they're here, but Slater's still missing. But Rhino came out. You know, we could have delayed their match until next week and just gotten a different team out here. But no, Rhino just charged the ring. What's he going to do without Slater?
Clearly comes into this match in tremendous physical condition. Yeah, but where is he mentally, Cole? That's the
Alright, well then who's his new partner? If he's coming out here, he must have one, right? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. That's Apollo Crews. But if Apollo Crews is coming out, that means it's the Titus Worldwide entrant. Rhino doesn't have a tag team partner. Rhino is about to take on Titus Worldwide in the Tag Team Championship Tournament without a tag team partner. He's going in as a one-man army. Looks like we've got a 2-on-1 match. And I'm a man of my word. If Rhino wins, he gets to move on to the next round. With or without Slater. And you know, you see the look of joy on Apollo Crews' face. He's skipping the ring. He sees how easy it's going to be to put away just one superstar in a 2-on-1 match. But I don't know. I wouldn't... If there's one man that I think could be a one-man army here in Friday Night Fights, I think it's Rhino. I think Rhino could beat both of these men. I mean, also, like, I'm pretty sure Brock Lesnar's on my show. He could probably beat two guys. Kid in green shirt in the front row could beat like 8 dudes in one match. But, you know, Rhino, in the tag division, Rhino, he could do it. Rhino could be that one-man army. And, of course, millions of dollars. Here comes Titus O'Neil. What if he wins the tournament, then what happens? If he wins the tournament, we still don't know where Slater is. Rhino's just your tag team champions. He's just both champions. He just gets 2 belts. He gets 1 on each arm. Rhino will be your tag team champions.
I think it's safe to say that somebody's going to get seriously hurt here, Cole. You can count on it.
Unbelievable. Rhino, one-man army against Titus worldwide. 2 very strong competitors. This is... I got a bad feeling about this match one way or another, let me tell you. Dunks has gone to sleep in my lap like a sweet, sweet baby. Jim Bob Crockett Promotions just wore him out, but also he slept through that show, so this is nothing new. So I guess it's just time to see what happens. Rhino versus Titus Worldwide. Here we go, Apollo Crews starting the match. And immediately Rhino starting strong with a backbreaker. Now, stomping away. Not even letting Apollo Crews... Was that an inverted powerbomb? Not even letting Apollo Crews rest for a millisecond. Rhino knows it has to be non-stop offense 24/7 if he wants to beat 2 men in one match. Rhino amazingly going up to the second rope. We don't see this often. Calling for Apollo Crews to get up to his feet. Oh! Like a mid-air gore. But Apollo Crews dodges out of the way. And this is what Rhino doesn't want. Apollo Crews really taking it to him now. Crews now Irish whipping Rhino into the corner. Oh, and a tag to Titus O'Neil. What is this? Tag team suplex to Rhino. And that's the benefits of having 2 people tagging out, staying fresh, hitting much bigger moves than you normally could. Oh, and a tilt-a-whirl slam by Titus O'Neil. Is that a middle finger, Titus? This is a high school. They do it all the time, but you're not supposed to just do it. Is the kid in the green shirt dead? He's just kind of laying there limp. No, he just doesn't care. He's just his least favorite match. Titus O'Neil picking Rhino up. Massive power bomb. Look, I know it's a 2-on-1 match, but Jesus, Rhino's getting beat up way more than I was expecting. Oh, Rhino starting to reverse. Suplex to Mr. Millionaire. Titus O'Neil. Almost called it Mr. No Days Off. That's not true. That is Darren Young. Just as a reminder, we've got 2 more big matches tonight. We have Robbie Rotten and Shaquille O'Neal going up against a mystery tag team we've never seen before. But also in our main event, World Champion Ken Bone goes against the Animal Batista. Both great matches to look forward to. But first, we've got Rhino going up against Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. Oh, and a massive elbow drop to the Beast King Rhino. The one-man army. You know, he's not doing so good. And you have to imagine he probably never was going to do well in a 2-on-1 situation. But you have to admire his guts. The fact that he didn't want to back down. He didn't want to bye to next week. He wanted to come out here and fight. Partner or not. He's given it everything he's got. And that's what I respect here on Friday Night Fights. As Titus O'Neil throws Rhino aside. Getting him up to his feet now. Center of the ring. What's Titus planning? Titus taking him over to Apollo Crews. Why don't you in the finale do elimination tag? I might. When we get to the payback, we may do an elimination tag match. I'm not sure. I guess it depends on who the tag teams are. You know, maybe it's 2 people that are good for elimination. Maybe it's 2 people I think are better doing a normal tag match. We'll see. You know, payback. I've decided payback. You know, it's gonna be difficult for everyone. Everyone is gonna have to earn the right to keep their titles at payback, or to have a title in the first place, like we're seeing with the women and with the tag division. But nonetheless. Apollo Crews now getting kicked in the head. Oh, but still fighting back against Rhino. But I guarantee you, come payback, every single superstar is going to have to work for their title. You know, we're going to start... Oh, Apollo Crews looking for that, I don't know. I guess it's just a spin-out powerbomb. I don't think he has an actual name for it. But here it comes. The spin-out powerbomb to Rhino. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Titus Worldwide have beaten Rhino. Disappointed, but not surprised. You know, a great showing. You have to really respect Rhino, though, after even showing up to try his best here in the tournament. But congratulations to Titus Worldwide, making it to the next round of the Tag Team Championship Tournament. And Apollo Crews, tell him, get up on that second rope. You've earned it. Show off your stuff. Here we are. We are Titus Worldwide. Potentially our first ever Tag Team Champions on Friday Night Fights. Now, it is at this time I would like to make an announcement. That announcement is about our recognized character, our secondary championship. And as you know, the recognized character championship, the point of it is to show off lesser talent. You know, maybe you're not good enough to be world champion, maybe you don't get used enough, but you are the recognized character champion. And you've earned that right. You are showing off. Our current recognized character is Nightmare Freddy, who, for those of you that did watch the draft, would know that he absolutely was destroyed by Machoke and lost us the first draft pick. And I'm not very happy about that. How many times do you stream in a week? I will answer that question in a second. Give me a second. Finish my thought here before I forget it. Not very happy with Nightmare Freddy. And that's why next week I'm going to have a match. I don't know who's going to be in it. It's going to be a one-on-one match. And then the week after that I'm going to have a match. And the week after that I'm going to have a match. And the winners of those 3 matches will come together and face Nightmare Freddy in a 3-on-1 handicap match at Payback. Whoever pins him will get the recognized character championship. And if he wants to keep his undefeated streak of 12-0, currently tied for most, he's going to have to beat those 3 people. Because Nightmare Freddy is not getting a match until then. So if he wants to keep his title and beat Freddy Krueger's streak of 12-0, well then he better get ready for Payback. Now, as the question of how many times do I stream a week? Wednesdays will always be Universe Mode pay-per-views. Thursdays and Saturdays will always be the Universe shows like you're seeing here. I'll do 1 episode of each show, Thursday and Saturday. Other than that, I usually, I just started streaming again today, because I've been gone for a long time for reasons. I'm going to try and stream at least 2 hours every day, usually about 6 p.m. Central Time, but I can't guarantee it. For sure, tomorrow I will be streaming the first round of the Fire Pro World Cup that I'm doing. And for sure, Sunday I won't be streaming anything because of Elimination Chamber. Because pretty much as soon as I get off work, I'll be getting ready for Elimination Chamber in real life. So that's stream for now. Not really a set schedule, just aside from Universe having a set schedule, everything else is just kind of like every day I'll try to stream a little, but there's no guarantee, unfortunately. That being said, we've got someone coming out to the ring now. And it's Jason Jordan. For those of you who didn't see the draft, you should know that Jason Jordan was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last person drafted. Technically, that means he wasn't drafted. He was forced onto my show because I had the last draft pick and he was the only one not drafted. Jason Jordan, one of 3 irrelevants. He was the Mr. Irrelevant. He's got something to say. I'm an interesting person. I like eggs at night. I like soda in the morning. And I don't do things by the book. Problem is, soda and eggs get you nowhere in the WWE. There's a passion that burns inside me for this business, and it never gets quenched. When I walk down that aisle, I walk down there with a purpose. Nobody can deny that when I step inside this ring, I deliver every single time. And now it's time every WWE superstar finds out exactly what my intentions are. Here is how this is gonna go. I came out here because I want a match. And I don't want any old match. I want a championship match. I don't want to waste my time on the B+ talent in this company. I'm an A+, and I deserve the opportunity to face talent on my level. As you know, at the next pay-per-view, I'm putting everything on the line. I've come to my final straw, and I'm not going to back down. I've got the odds stacked against me, but there's no chance in hell I'm going to lose. At the next pay-per-view, I will walk out the winner. So there you have it. Thanks for listening and stay tuned, because the next few weeks are going to be very interesting. In one way or another, I'm going to give you all a hell of a show. You're the ones who keep this whole big crazy machine going, and you deserve the best. So sit tight. It's going to be entertaining and crazy, and I promise it will never be dull. What an ominous, frame of him just staring at the screen for a second there when it glitched out. Well, Jason Jordan wants a big championship match. Well, good news for him. Next week, American Alpha will take place. Ignore that copyright screen. American Alpha, Chad Gable and Jason Jordan will be taking place in the tag team tournament next week. And I can't wait for that. I don't know who they're going to face yet, but I'm sure it'll be great regardless. American Alpha, fantastic team. Jason Jordan, I personally don't think he deserved to be Mr. Irrelevant. Nonetheless, Chad Gable is amazing. They're both a great tag team. I've actually received word that something's going on backstage that you on stream probably saw. What's going on? Because I thought it was about to go to a cutscene, but no, it went to a loading screen. Once again, those of you on YouTube, I'm gonna censor that. So we're sending some cameraman backstage now to see what's going on. From what I'm hearing, things don't look good. We got a cameraman back there yet? I noticed the loading bar. Do you do Superstar Shakeup? We will probably for 2K19. That's probably something we'll do at the end. Instead of doing a draft for every game, we'll probably just shuffle some wrestlers up. Assuming we're still doing Universe come 2K19, which we probably will. I have messed everything up. I have actually messed everything up. We're back. And there's something going down. Get the camera back there. I can't... Oh my god, there's a fight and I can't get this there. Megatron jumped Robbie Rotten. Everything went horribly wrong. What is Megatron doing? Robbie Rotten has a match. Megatron slamming Robbie Rotten to the ground. Could Megatron... Great job, thanks. Could Megatron... I blame the cameraman for not getting there on time. Could Megatron have been one of the members of the mysterious tag team that was supposed to fight Robbie Rotten and Shaq tonight? He's just jumping in backstage. Robbie Rotten trying to fight back. Getting ready to... He's trying to take him, trying to fight. We don't have security! Where's Ronda Rousey? She's our security. What do you mean she left in anger? Great, we don't have a security team anymore. Megatron and Robbie Rotten are just going to have to fight it out back here when they were supposed to have a match tonight. I assume so. Anyway, I don't know who the mystery team was. Maybe it wasn't Megatron. Maybe Megatron's just a crazy robot beating up Robbie Rotten. Just show what happens when you mess everything up. Listen here. It's Kevin Dunn. We're firing him. Kevin Dunn, you're fired. This is what you get for trying to... We'll fix it all in post, alright? This is why we don't do wrestling live normally, even though that's literally all we ever do. Megatron just threw Robbie Rotten into that chest. Oh my god, and a bulldog on the concrete. How's Robbie Rotten going to make his tag team match? I don't think he will. Oh my god, into the electrical box. No. No, don't do it, Megatron. Megatron, don't do it. Oh my god, Robbie Rotten. He's been electrocuted, and Megatron's just smiling at him. Unbelievable. Megatron still isn't done. Don't do it, Megatron. Oh my god, the leg drop. That's like 2 tons of robot. And a knee drop on Robbie Rotten. Unbelievable. And Robbie's still fighting back. Yo, Robbie Rotten, he's probably fighting back for his life at this point. Megatron looks like he's trying to kill him. Robbie now. Oh no, Robbie, don't do it. You're better than this. Trying to punch him into the electrical outlet. Oh, and throwing him down on the ground. Randy Orton, do something. Randy, whose show are you on? Are you even on Friday Night Fights? Randy, stop this. Save them, Randy. Robbie Rotten go for a suplex. No, Megatron reversing. You can afford all this backstage, but you have to wrestle in high school. This is the high school. This is the fanciest high school in the world, alright? Why is Randy just standing back there? Renee Young left. Randy's running away. Randy just ran away. And Robbie Rotten was able to fight away Megatron after beat. No, he didn't. He was just taunting. Never mind. I thought he was taunting because he beat Megatron. This is the high school backstage. This is just a really good high school. Which you could imagine because it's a high school that's hosting wrestling events. My high school didn't host wrestling events. This high school has a garage parking lot. Those are high school security guards. That's why they're not intervening. They all ran away. I'd run from Megatron too, I'll be honest with you. That's not our truck. That's the... Oh my god. Yeah, no, Robbie Rotten's dead. That's not our truck, but that's the Jim Bob Crockett Promotions truck. Despite the fact that, like, 3 of those wrestlers are on Friday Night Fights. That's all Jim Bob Crockett Promotion WWE equipment. They're just letting us borrow it. Alright, which one of these is the... There's the terrible WWE JPEG. Good. So Robbie Rotten's, like, been murdered by Megatron. He's dead. They killed him. They killed Robbie Rotten. He was supposed... We can't... I'm not letting Shaq go out and have a 2-on-1 match. Not after what just happened to Robbie Rotten. So for now, I guess... I don't know. I guess their match is going to have to get moved to next week. I don't know who Megatron... Alright. I've got some people that'll move their match to this week. Robbie Rotten and Shaq are going to face... I guess... Maybe Megatron? Was he part of the mystery tag team? You'll just have to stay tuned next week, which is actually Saturday, to find out. I say next week because it's next week game, but it's Saturday in real life. So we're just going to go on to our next match. And we're just going to hope Robbie Rotten can get to the ER in time. I just realized I have the announcers on. They're probably talking about who's in this match, so let me shut them up. They might not be, because some of the wrestlers in this match are created wrestlers and thus wouldn't have a name. But some of them are real. And they have names, and Michael Cole will shout them at the top of his lungs. Because that's what he do. Look at this. Look at this. Like it's like someone just threw together. This, oh, you can't see it. Never mind. I'm sitting here. I'm like, whoa, look at this. It's like I was about to say. It's like the loading screen, like the matchup screen, looks like someone threw it together in MS Paint real fast. You can't see it because I have a terrible, low quality. Great, you've lost one of your stars. I've got a terrible low quality JPEG of the WWE logo up, and that should tell you all you need to know. Our matchup screen is a low quality JPEG of the WWE logo. That's how little money Friday Night Fights has. Great. Listen, Robbie Rotten, he deserves better. He'll be fine. He'll make it to the ER. Megatron didn't kill him, probably. I'm sure he'll make it to next week. All right. And if he, because like they already lost Guzma. Let's be, I'm sure you didn't watch 2K18. You know, they used to have a third member. They don't. It's just Shaq and Robbie Rotten now. So let's hope it doesn't become just Shaq. But hey, worst case scenario, maybe Shaq can team up with Rhino. You know, in real life, obviously Rhino's gone from the tournament, but whatever. So here we have our next tag team match here in the tag team tournament. And it's Mankind coming out. And of course, we got Dude Love in the back. Dude Love, not Mankind's tag team partner. I mean, for this match, he's not. In reality, he is his tag team partner. And that's because this tag team is a classic. It's Holy Foley. The 3 faces of Foley. Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love. One of the best tag teams we've ever had here in WWE Universe mode. Wait, what? That's right. One of the best tag teams ever. And here comes Mankind's tag team partner for this match. Cactus Jack. Dude Love will just be at ringside because they're facing a tag team that only has 2 members, so it won't be 3-on-3. And, you know, 3-on-2 handicap just isn't fair when unnecessary. That's the same, they're the same person. They're a fractured psyche, my friend. You know, if he can enter the Rumble 3 times, he can be his own tag team partner 3 times. That's how that works. 1 versus 2. That's just like Rhino, you're right. It's a 2-on-1 match. Mick Foley's just running really fast everywhere and changing his outfits a bunch. That's not fair. I'm laughing because Cactus Jack come out. I was about to say I can't see Mankind anywhere, so it really is like he disappeared and changed into Cactus Jack. But let me tell you who they're facing, because they are facing Hall of Famers, not WWE Hall of Famers, WWE Universe Hall of Famers. That's right, they're facing the tag team of True Despair. Coming out first is Skeletor. Now, you know, I get it's weird having all the tag teams come out separately. It's because, again, one of the reasons that we had to delay Universe for like 3 months was because my PlayStation 4 broke and I had to get a new one, and it took me forever to get a new one. So I haven't had time to sit down and give everyone custom images. I promise by Saturday. What the fuck? I promise by Saturday. I will have entrances and not shitty generic moves for a lot of the wrestlers. I'll just have to sit down Friday and make time to do it, which I should be able to. Holy Foley were never tag team champions in our universe. What? I gotta check our tag team title history. Holy Foley were not tag titles. Now it is worth mentioning, as Skeletor's tag team partner Monokuma comes out here to the ring as True Despair. Remember, Skeletor and Monokuma were inducted into the Hall of Fame of WWE 2K18 Universe mode, along with the Green Power Ranger, Freddy Krueger. I don't actually remember who else got inducted. Do I have a list of the Hall of Famers that were inducted? I don't believe I do. Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin was inducted. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin, True Despair, Green Power Ranger, Freddy Krueger. Who was the 5th Hall of Famer? That looks like a Pokemon. How dare you? He is a man of mystery and monsterhood. True Despair, indeed. I don't remember who the 5th Hall of Famer was, and that's, you know, that's a little sad. They are a Hall of Famer, I should remember them, but whatever. Nonetheless, True Despair looking to regain their tag titles. For those of you unaware who didn't watch 2K17 Universe mode, True Despair were the tag team champions going into WrestleMania in 2K17 Universe, and they unfortunately lost to the Shield. They had held the titles for 2 months. The Shield beat them for it, and then they were drafted to a show separate the Shield, so they gotta start right back from the beginning if they want to reclaim tag team gold, and this is their opportunity by going up against Holy Foley. Mankind and Skeletor starting up the match. That kid is 5 Hall of Famers, yeah. Stay tuned for WWE 2K18 Universe mode, where Kid in Green Shirt is inducted into the Hall of Fame. I wish you could just make, I'll be completely real with you, if you could make just like stupid short wrestlers in this game, I would actually make this kid as a wrestler and put him in my show. But I can't, because, you know, I could make an adult that looks like him, but that's not fun. It's only funny because he's a weird looking kid. Mankind now trying to peel the bones off of Skeletor, trying to rip his skull right off his head. Back suplex. Skeletor crawling for a pin on Monokuma, able to get out of the ring to avoid Mankind, all but Mankind just grabs him right again. Oh, sticking his thumbs in Skeletor's empty eye sockets, taking advantage of what he has. Monokuma needs that pin so bad. As Mankind now goes up to the top rope, trying to end True Despair's shot at the New World titles right off the bat, crushing the rib cage of Skeletor. Oh, and pulling at the bones. Mankind has Skeletor up. Big right hook into a running face plant.
This might be the opportunity he needed.
1, 2. Oh, but Skeletor able to kick out.
Continue.
Monokuma looks like he was coming in to break up that pin, but just way too late.
Mankind is
Oh, Mankind could be looking for that double underhook DDT. Skeletor in trouble. No, even worse, it's Mr. Socko out of nowhere. He's shoving Mr. Socko into Skeletor's skeleton mouth. I didn't turn sound on. I'm an absolute moron. That's my fault.
nicely done.
This is why I don't turn sound off during the
Color me surprised, my
loading screens usually. It's because I keep forgetting to turn it back on. You guys in chat, you gotta let me know that the sound's not on, because I don't have sound on my TV, so it doesn't echo through the mic. So the only reason I know sound's on is because I look over at the recording and I see the bars on gray. Monokuma, oh, big backbreaker into a side Russian leg sweep.
He's certainly in a tough spot here, guys, but there's still
Monokuma running the ropes. Pretty pointless now that Cactus Jack's in the ring, kneeing Monokuma hard in the face. Oh, but Monokuma fighting back, throwing him into the ropes. Oh, big elbow. Another big elbow, which Monokuma ducks under, but Cactus Jack just pushes him away. Now, it's worth remembering that, I believe it was biggest party of the summer in 2K18 Universe mode. Holy Foley had a match against True Despair that went over an hour long. I pray to God this match does not go an hour long. But it was one of the best matches of all times. It's one of the things that earned True Despair a spot in the 2K17 Hall of Fame, even though it took place in 2K16. I remember what every wrestler's done over the years. Am I streaming on YouTube? No, I streamed 2K17 Universe on YouTube. I didn't like... Yeah, alright, this is not going to be rude. This is going to be real rude. I don't like streaming on YouTube because most of the people that come into chat on YouTube just want to spam their channel. Skeletor grabs Cactus Jack, holding him in place. So I tend to prefer Twitch for streaming. It all gets uploaded to YouTube, though. And, you know, there's some things we stream to YouTube, but that's usually stuff I can't stream on Twitch. Like whenever we sit down and we watch a movie or something and we do commentary over that. That'll usually be on YouTube, since Twitch is strict, but only when they want to be. So there's not really a clear rule set, so... We just kind of stick to streaming the games on Twitch and other random nonsense on YouTube. And then just upload everything to YouTube. Skeletor trying to get in the ring as Cactus Jack knees Monokuma in the head. But no, I'm not streaming to YouTube at the same time as I do this. Cactus Jack now. Oh no, he's getting Monokuma up for the pile driver. Skeletor trying to help his partner, but the ref's having none of it. Monokuma taking center of the ring into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and a DDT busts Skeletor open. You know, you don't think a skeleton can bleed, but he certainly can. Monokuma arm breaker to Cactus Jack. Able to fight back. The distraction when he needed DDT to Cactus Jack. And again, excuse the fact that a lot of these people have their generic finishers, like the DDT and the shitty Samoan driver. I'll be changing a lot of that show by show as they happen. Just kind of short notice. I've spent a lot of today preparing for the Fire Pro World Cup, which tune in tomorrow for the Fire Pro World Cup. 32 competitors going head-to-head. Round 1, which is 16 matches, will be tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm very excited for that. But I'm also very excited for the shitty Samoan driver that Monokuma is about to pull off. Connects on Cactus Jack, but Skeletor can't get to the ring to stop Mankind from breaking up the pin. Mankind's not going to break up the pin because he believes in his partner. He believes in Cactus Jack to kick out, and he did. Monokuma now dragging Cactus Jack center of the ring. Dropping the fist onto Cactus Jack. Now up on the second rope. Big diving forearm.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully
Another big kick. Cactus Jack up on his feet. Could we be seeing a tag team maneuver here as he's sent into the True Despair's corner? Here we go. And he's going to send Skeletor flying. That's the kind of tag team action that got them into the Hall of Fame. As Skeletor gets Cactus Jack up. Oh my god! I don't know what to call it. The Skeleton Harvester. I don't know what to call that move, but it's like he just broke Mankind's neck with one swift move. Mankind trying to crawl. I'm sorry, not Mankind. Cactus Jack trying to crawl for the pin. The tag on Mankind. Oh no. Reverse choke slam from Skeletor into the pin. Mankind's gonna have to try and break that pin up, and he does. Oh my god, but Monokuma just beating away at Mankind. And you know, you can't really see it, but it's important to remember that Skeletor is in fact busted open. He is bleeding on the inside, even if it's not visible. Monokuma having some trouble getting out of the ring, punching Mankind hard. Mankind and Monokuma now fighting in the ring, as we see Skeletor throwing Cactus Jack into the corner. Mankind being told to get out of the ring by the referee, not really listening. Oh, but now he is. Oh, I forgot Dude Love was here. I like genuinely forgot about Dude Love. Cactus Jack has Skeletor in the corner. I don't know what happened to Monokuma. I guess he's on the outside somewhere. Cactus Jack going up to the second rope. Big face plant from the second rope. Cactus Jack has him up, sending him into the corner. Oh, big kick to the gut. Oh no. Massive knee. Feel bad for Rollins having a knee as his finisher. Well, that's the joke too. Is they brought that up. Rollins' knee finisher is because it took his biggest weakness and made it his greatest strength. That's a Michael Cole quote for you. I don't use those often, but it's a good one. That being said, I am 100 billion times so happy that they brought back the curb stomp and unbanned it. Because it's a much better finisher that isn't even that dangerous. Yeah, you shouldn't imitate it. You shouldn't imitate a lot of things you see on WWE. Skeletor now stomping down Cactus Jack. Oh my god. Oh, the Skeleton Harvester once again. I'll call it the Bone Rattler. I'll call the reverse chokeslam the Skeleton Harvester. I think that's pretty good. 1, 2. Oh, he kicks out. I think Bone Rattler's a better move for that name, because it sure will rattle your bones. I know he had a different move in 2K17 called the Bone Rattler, but things change. We gotta come to accept it. Could we potentially be seeing a tag team finisher here? I highly doubt it. Just a double back body drop. Monokuma now in the ring. I don't know if that's such a good idea. It seemed like Skeletor probably had a finisher saved up, but maybe they're planning for the future. This match could very well go an hour. Oh, Cactus Jack now beating in Monokuma's face. Those hard punches getting him up. The knee split. The knee split. Big punch by Monokuma. Has he up the shitty Samoan driver? Yes, shitty Samoan driver. This could be it for Holy Foley. Monokuma going for the pin. Skeletor trying to stop Mankind, but he couldn't. They're just too exhausted. Everyone being told to get out of the ring as Monokuma now continuing to beat down on Cactus Jack, doing everything he can. Big right hook, big right hook. Goes for the headbutt, but no, Monokuma reverses. Monokuma gets him up to his feet, sending him into the corner. Tag to Skeletor. Double back body drop. No! Drop toe hold. Elbow drop onto the lower back. 8 years later. The magnum opus of Friday Night Fights. Why'd I have to revive this rivalry? It lasts 20 years. That kid in the front row is going to be an old man by the time this match is done. But we're going to love every second of it. Big punch into a running face plant. He's got Skeletor up. Oh! I think he might have been maybe getting ready for Mr. Socko there. Maybe not. Another right hook. They're fighting back and forth. Oh, massive elbow. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Skeletor kicks out. Monokuma exhausted. Cactus Jack now just now making it back to his side of the ring. Cactus Jack in the corner. Another tag team maneuver. No. He knows Monakuma's exhausted. He's not calling him in yet. But could we see a tag team maneuver from Holy Foley? No, Skeletor reverses. And a running bulldog to Mankind into the pin. 1. Oh, and a kick out at 1. Amazing. You don't see that very often this late into a match. Skeletor. I thought he was going for a pile driver. No, he's going for a powerbomb. That Boston Crab powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh, but he turns it into a Boston Crab. And Cactus Jack able to break up both of them. Luckily for Mankind, who rolls out of the ring. Skeletor not going to let him get out there and rest. He's going to come out here and fight him on the outside. Sidewalk slam to Mankind. Skeletor has him up. Throwing him. Is Skeletor going to try and win by countout? No. He's taking him to the hardwood floor. The one place we don't have the few mats we purchased. Oh, but this might backfire on Skeletor. Oh no, Mankind throwing him back into the ring. He wants to finish this match there. Skeletor might have been looking to cripple. Oh, hot tag to Monokuma. Running in, clothesline. Oh, big punch, but Mankind reverses. Uppercut to Monokuma. Reversed. You can see now why these two men made it into the Hall of Fame and why Holy Foley probably deserves to be in the Hall of Fame at the end of this universe mode. But who knows? Maybe they will. Maybe someone will outshine them. Either way, one of these two teams is moving on in the tag team tournament. Who is it going to be? This could have been the main event right here. Big knee from Monokuma. Rolling him over into the pin. 1, 2, and it still isn't enough. It's never enough. I gotta get a drink after all this. Monokuma flipping him over. Getting him back up. Oh! The DDT busting open Mankind. This could very well finally be the end. And he's going to continue busting open that wound. Monokuma sees a weak spot and he's going to take advantage of it. Big leg drop to the head of Mankind. Monokuma's got him up. Oh, but Mankind reverses, using the last of his strength to fight through. Oh, and Mr. Socko out of nowhere to Monokuma. Dude Love cheering himself on. He choked out Monokuma. That's it. Holy Foley. I really wasn't expecting that. Holy Foley have defeated True Despair by choking out Monokuma. Absolutely incredible. What a showing by both of these teams. But it's Holy Foley that's moving on in the tag team tournament. What a shame for True Despair losing their titles to the Shield at Mania and now losing their chance at the new titles on the first ever Friday Night Fights.
Thank you so much for joining us.
But congratulations to Holy Foley. They've certainly earned that win. Whew. We've got 2 more matches coming up tonight. We've got the replacement tag team match to replace what should have been Legacy of Smack's match. And we also have our main event, which is Batista versus World Heavyweight Champion Ken Bone. Got a rumble in my chest. We're approaching the end of Friday Night Fights, but we've still got some good fun coming up ahead of us. That being said, we're not going to get into either of those matches yet, because we're going to have some promo time, right? A certain someone, I couldn't find a match for them, because they're not in a tag team in our universe, but they have to have a spot on the show, and there's a reason they have to have a spot on the show. So to give them a spot on the show, they're going to have a promo. Because, you know, Like I said, Friday Night Fights, we don't have much money, right? All the wrestlers we have, they're expensive. We can't afford to make good use of a lot of them. So some wrestlers, they get paid a little bit more to take the place of some more expensive ones. Like Mr. No Days Off, Darren Young. That's right, Darren Young gets no days off. So despite not having a match tonight, he gets to come out here and say whatever it is he wants to say. We're giving him a free open mic. Thanks for being here, Darren Young. He's the true working class of Friday Night Fights. He does half the jobs that you would normally hire professionals for. Oh yeah, I'm feeling alive and raring to go. Are you excited, WWE Universe? Because I know I am. I am pumped. Tonight's going to be a very special night. Are you with me? This is going to be a night we never forget. And Darren Young's absolutely right. First ever Friday Night Fights has really been giving it its all. Look, I'm not some wannabe tough guy, always trying to convince people I ain't afraid of nothing, that I'll take on all comers, blah blah blah. I'd rather let my actions speak for me. But I'm also not the kind of guy who's going to let something simmer. If you and I have a problem, I say, hey, let's do something about it, right? The Brian Kendrick? Come on out here so I can teach you a few things about respect. If you don't want to listen, well then I'll just beat some respect into you. So Mr. No Days Off Darren Young calling out the Brian Kendrick. Apparently want to teach him a lesson on respect. As we know, the Brian Kendrick doesn't show many people respect. And honestly, I think if there's one person who doesn't get enough respect around here, it's Mr. No Days Off Darren Young. Because he gets no days off. He's a hard worker, dunk. You know who put this ring together? Darren Young. You know who put up those barricades? Darren Young. You know who did a crappy job filming that backstage fight? Darren Young. You know who gave everyone those signs? Nobody. They brought them themselves. Darren Young. I'm gonna tell you something. I hear the way you've been talking, and I don't like it. And let me just warn you before you respond. When you talk to me, you put some respect on my name. If you wanted to get my attention, all you had to do was ask me for a moment of my time backstage. I'm not a hard man to find around the locker room, and I've got no problems talking out a situation, but I'd be lying if I said I appreciated being interrupted while I'm out here. Dear God, this city is disgusting. Everyone here is trash. You're all a bunch of ignorant ingrates, barely capable of tying your own shoes. I've seen pigs who are cleaner than all of you, and ants who are better behaved. This city is a giant dump on planet Earth. This city and these people may be a crap heap, but then again, so are you. You can make fun of them as much as you want, I don't care. But you're in this ring with me tonight, and I plan on taking full advantage of that. I'm a pretty nice guy, or so my friends tell me, so rather than overreact, I'm going to give you two options. You can either lose the tone in your voice, or I'll come over there and give you the over-the-counter remedy for that attitude. Look, pal, I eat punks like you for breakfast without breaking a sweat, but the fact is, I'm not feeling hungry right now. You're boring me, but don't worry, when I feel like making the time to beat you senseless, you'll know it. Enough of this garbage. I came here tonight because I'm a wrecking ball looking for a target, and I'm not waiting any longer. So if you know what's good for you, get the hell out of my ring. You may be a wrecking ball, but I'm an intellectually superior athlete who isn't afraid of a mindless ape like yourself. You can make all the demands you want, but the fact remains that I can outsmart you any day of the week that ends in Y. I'm at the point where I'm realizing that what a fruitless endeavor this was. I couldn't care less whether you want to compete against me or not. I don't see the benefit of doing so. Therefore, I officially reject the notion of facing you in a match, and that's my final word. Well, the Brian Kendrick certainly told Mr. No Days Off Darren Young. I don't have anything to say about that. Darren Young came out, he said what he wanted to say, and basically got fucking told by the Brian Kendrick what's what. And that's just gonna happen sometimes. Now it is time for our final tag team match of the night before we head to our main event. With this, we will be halfway through the tag team war. This is a good tag team match, let me tell you something. This is going to be a great tag team match. But while we load, let me tell you about next Friday Night Fights. Coming up on Friday Night Fights. This Saturday, prepare to see such great tag team matches, such as the Weapons of Mass Destruction going one-on-one against the brand new team of Coke Zero. Sound exciting? Well, it should be, because you will also see Bam Bam Gun go one-on-one with Hideo. What absolutely inspiring tag teams. Wait a minute. I have been informed that WMD actually won't be able to make it to the tournament next week. What? What? Okay. Well, I guess WMD just won't be in the tournament. I'm sure they'll be fine. They're a great tag team. But I'll have to find someone to take their place. There's not even like a real reason. They say they don't want to be in it. They just don't want to be in the Huh. Well, nonetheless, we'll have Bam Bam Gun going up against Hideo, as well as some other tag team matches. We will finally have the Legacy of Smack going up against that mystery tag team that may or may not include Megatron. But until then, we've got this tag team match with The Undertaker, whose entrance hopefully won't be as long as it normally would be, since we're only in a high school gymnasium. But get ready for one spooky match here tonight, everyone.
Fired up for this one, as well as they should be. This match has instant classic written all over it.
Maybe it is going to take 8 years for them to... It's just, oh hey, wait, hey, don't forget about sound. That's pretty important. It's been a long day. Long day of wrestling video games. Both streaming and not streaming. Boy, howdy. How much you want to bet? For the couple of seconds I was silent there. This video is now going to get copyright claimed for Undertaker's entrance. It's very likely. It's very possible. It's another reason I started streaming on Twitch more than YouTube. It's because I technically meet the qualifications to be a Twitch affiliate, which means I can get subs and stuff. And that's pretty cool. It's got benefits for people who want to sub. It's money for me, it's benefits for you. I'm not asking for subs because I'm not an affiliate yet. I haven't signed up for it because I want to make sure I'm actually putting out consistent content before I start asking people to sub, you know? So, you know, at some point, that's a benefit. Yo, I was super incorrect. Undertaker's entrance was long as hell, even in a high school gymnasium. Yo, but that kid in the green shirt, he's the real dead man. Y'all know what I'm saying. And of course, Undertaker's tag team partner, the Demon King,
And his partner,
the Brothers of Destruction. High key about to just stick Undertaker in tag team competition forever, so they can just have tag team entrances from now on. I never have to see that again. I won't actually do that unless they win the titles and go undefeated, and then they're always in tag competition. Because that's just kind of how that would happen. Thank you, Kane, for just coming straight to the ring. Yo, I miss Pyro in WWE. It's dumb they took that away. See? Kane's entrance ain't as cool without the pyro, my dudes. It's just fire. Come on. Ironically, they got rid of pyro starting with the pay-per-view. Great Balls of Fire. Wow. But who are they going up against? Oh no. Please tell me he doesn't have Undertaker's entrance. He probably does. Oh Lord help me. But here he comes. It's the Slender Man. That's right, the Brothers of Destruction will be taking on the Orphan Cripplers. Now, that being said, those of you who are aware with our 2K18, the Orphan Cripplers were a team consisting of Slenderman and Venom that was run by the despicable Adolf Hitler. Now, ever since his humiliating defeat at the Royal Rumble and at WrestleMania, Adolf Hitler's disappeared. He is gone, leaving Venom and Slenderman to fend for themselves, something they admittedly can do very well. But nonetheless, there is no more Adolf Hitler here in Universe mode. He is gone. He has been permanently defeated. The Third Reich will never happen, thankfully. So it's up for Venom. It's up to Venom and Slenderman to now do their own thing, and they've decided to stay as a tag team and to go for the Friday Night Fights tag team titles. Which, again, the name of which I don't remember. Look at this disgusting fucking hand. It's like a Voldemort hand. I'm like mad because he fucking has the Undertaker intro. So we have to see it twice. You know what? No. We don't have to see it twice. Skip this scene. Don't talk back to me about doing that. Cutscene's too long. And of course, here comes Venom, Slenderman's tag team partner. You know, as much as I hate that what happened to Robbie Rotten happened, I gotta admit, this is a great replacement match. Two fantastic top-tier tag teams going one-on-one to move on to the second round of the tag team tournament. Venom, he's one tough customer. He's lost a little bit of his bulk from 2K17. He doesn't have Hitler buffing him with all the super Nazi juice. But he's still a ripped individual nonetheless. Still probably one of the strongest men in Friday Night Fights and WWE in general. Once again, a reminder, this show is brought to you by Soda Shack. Soda Shack, give me a smack and I'll shack you back. Soda Shack. Undertaker and Slenderman starting off the match. The two competitors with the same entrance.
And we're now underway with this huge tag.
And right off the bat, Undertaker going for a massive suplex to Slenderman. These two, just a bunch of giant men in this ring. And as Undertaker now gets Slenderman up to his feet. Oh, and the arm drag. Slenderman stomping down. Oh, and another stomp. I believe I have an interruption. 1 second.
In a tag team, being a good partner is as important as anything else. How can he do his part tonight in this one?
He and his partner look good so far, Cole, but it's far too early to pick a winner. Let's see how this one plays out.
Alright, I have returned from my interruption as Venom has been tagged in. And now belly-to-belly suplex to the Undertaker. Kicking him hard in the gut. Picking Taker up, but Taker fighting back, doesn't want to get caught in whatever big move Venom was planning as he gets pushed aside. Double leg takedown. Slamming Venom's arm hard into the mat. Now throwing aside tag team maneuver here, that's right. Oh, and Kane go to the second rope. Massive drop to the arm of Venom, who just ignores it and continues fighting. Arm flippy right there. That's what I'm going to call it. And Venom now going to the second rope, calling for Kane to get up, going to give him a taste of his own medicine, potentially. Oh, went for the diving double axe handle, but missed. Didn't matter. Venom still got him. Taking him over to the ropes of all things. What is Venom planning here? Oh, and just slingshots him off of it. Incredible. Big knee to the back of Kane. Venom has him up. Big right hook. Grabbing him from behind, but Kane fighting back around him. Now grabbing Venom from behind, and Venom forces him off. Big kick, big punch, drop kick by Venom. What an incredible combo from such a big man. And there's a DDT to Kane. Venom now, I assume, looking for the shitty Samoan driver. I know, the smoochy donks. He's got him up. And there it is, taking Kane out. Venom going for the pin. 1, 2, and Undertaker able to fly in and break things up. How you doing, Tiny Donker? You're such a sweet baby. I love you. The Orphan Cripplers looking incredibly strong in this match so far, as Venom goes to the second rope for the diving forearm and hits this time. Hitler now. Not Hitler, I'm sorry. Venom now making the tag to Slenderman. He's got that mind Nazi juice in me. Oh, and Kane kicking Slenderman hard in the face. Going for a neck breaker. Oh, but Slenderman fights back. Goes for the right hook, but Kane fighting back, trying to take him to the corner. Looking for a tag team maneuver. Snapmare onto the ground. Oh, and he's harnessing the powers of hell to fight Slenderman, which he's gonna need. As he gets him up. Slenderman now in the corner. Kane turning him around. Oh, but Slenderman fighting back. Throwing him in the corner. He has him up. And Snake Eyes to Kane. Followed up by a big backbreaker. Slenderman. Big knee slam. Kane's looking to be in serious trouble. The Brothers of Destruction could lose it all here. Oh, and Slenderman just picks him up for a tombstone pile driver. The disrespect to The Undertaker. Oh, but Kane able to kick out at 1. How amazing. And Venom just takes Taker out. That slender driver. Kane might be concussed. He might even have a broken neck. He's eaten so many finishers here tonight, by which I mean 2, but that's still more than you ever want to eat. Big punch to Slenderman. And a running DDT. I don't remember what the name of that move is. There's like an actual name for that DDT. Undertaker laid out on the outside, probably by Venom, as Slenderman gets up to his feet. Kane, no one to tag into. Side Russian leg sweep to the spooky suited man. Kane's getting him up. Oh, but Slenderman takes him right back down. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Kane able to kick out as Undertaker finally made his way back to his side of the ring. Slenderman trying to stomp on Kane. Kane able to move his foot slightly out of the way, but just barely. Oh my god. Slender Slam. Big kick now as he gets Kane up all the way to his feet. Oh, ninja roll by Kane into a running STO. That offense. And yet he still doesn't make the tag to Undertaker. No, now he is. No, he's not. Kane trying to do this by himself. That is not good teamwork, Kane. These brothers don't have as good chemistry. Oh, but a big chop. But maybe Kane can do this by himself. Big double toss. Kane is going to the top rope. And he's calling for Slenderman to get up. Oh my god, Slenderman caught him for the Slender Driver. Busting Kane open. Unbelievable. What is Slenderman doing with him now? Snapmare on the ground. Why isn't Slenderman going for the pin? He's still trying to fight Kane. Oh, but Kane's got him. Trying to choke Slenderman out. Slenderman fighting with everything he's got. Kane's got this demon's claw hooked in. But Slenderman fighting out with pure willpower. Now, grabbing Kane. Massive suplex to the devil's favorite demon. Kane crawling for a tag on The Undertaker. Looks like he realizes it's finally time, but it might be way too late. Slender Slam! Slenderman now thinking about what he wants to do next, but Kane fighting back, kicking him hard. Oh, big punch from Slenderman. Make sure it doesn't matter. Going for an arm breaker on the Devil's favorite demon. And now picking him up, staring Undertaker in the eyes as he throws his brother away. Kane crawling. He's in such horrible pain. Slenderman is torturing him. They're called the Orphan Cripplers for a reason. He's got Kane up. And he's going for another Slender Slam. Just end it, Slenderman. Just put him out of his misery. But he still isn't done. Now it's time. It's not. It's just a backbreaker. Oh my god. Kane back up to his feet. Slenderman's having none of it. Kane able to fight back. Sending him in the corner, going for a tag team maneuver that'll finally let him tag Undertaker in. No, Slenderman's not going to let it happen. Kane hesitated too long for some reason, and that's going to cost him. And there's the tag team maneuver. double flapjack. Venom now ready to finish. Oh my god, the hot tag to Undertaker. Venom let him get away. Oh, massive knee from Taker. Oh, but a spine buster from Venom puts him right back on the ground. In the single leg Boston Crab, will the dead man tap out? Kane's going to be out of commission for quite a while after rolling to the outside. No, Undertaker able to fight back, kicking Venom aside. Big punch. I think maybe Slenderman got a bit cocky by never going for that pin. Big punch from Venom. Now massive snap suplex. Kane throwing up on the outside over there. Oh, but a double leg takedown from The Undertaker, who's getting Venom right back up. Irish whip into the ropes. Oh, but they just run into each other. But Undertaker fights back. Headbutt. Oh, no. Oh, I think he was going for a backbreaker or a sidewalk slam, but Undertaker able to kick him in the face to get out, or knee him in the face to get out of it. Taker having some great offense. Kane back up on the apron, but I still doubt he'll be of much help. Oh my god, Undertaker going up to the top rope, looking for old school on Venom. And he's gonna connect. Taker now calling for that tombstone pile driver of his own to put away Venom. The ref telling Slenderman to stay out of the ring, into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, but Venom kicking out at 2. He hasn't been through nearly as much pain as Kane has. And Undertaker summoning those spirits of his dead parents to guide his hand in this match. Big slam. Picking Venom up. Snake eyes into, of course, the dead man's boot. And the massive leg drop. Taker now getting Venom right back up. Into, of course, the choke slam. What is Undertaker planning? He needs to start going for a pin. Slenderman never did, and that's what cost him their advantage they had on Kane. Oh, running STO to Venom. I don't really know what Undertaker's planning. Just stomping on all the limbs of Venom. Doing as much pain as he can. Oh, and a big elbow. Massive uppercut. I think Venom might be looking for a tag, but he's not going to be able to get it. I thought he was going for old school again, and maybe he was zigzagged by Venom. Another massive stomp. What is Venom doing? He's trying to rip Undertaker's leg clean off. Looks like Undertaker's tapping right now. Should do something about that, ref. But no, Undertaker fighting out, rolling Venom aside. Both men squaring up. And now Venom picks Taker up. Boston Crab powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh, but Undertaker kicks out. Kane's been taken down. Will Taker tap out to the Boston Crab, the deadliest finisher in WWE history. No, Undertaker able to fight out of it, but that's going to do some permanent damage to Taker's lower back. And now the tag's been made to Slender Man, who undoubtedly is looking to finish off Taker here. Oh, but Taker's still kicking out at 2. Slenderman has him up. Oh no. Has him. Slender Slam to the Undertaker. Now finally going for the pin. There's nothing that Kane can do to... Oh, but Undertaker kicks out as Kane gets back up on the ring apron. Incredible elbow to the gut of Slender Man. Taker fighting back. Picks Slenderman up. Sidewalk slam. This is anyone's game right now. Both teams have been, for lack of a better word, crippled. And the tag made to Kane. I don't know how smart that is. Kane's been through the worst of all of them. He's the only one that's even busted open. But either way, he's hyping himself up in the corner. Kane reaching Slenderman from behind. Slenderman fighting back. Oh, knee breaker to the Devil's favorite, Damon. I think Slenderman's done messing around. He's going to brutalize Kane and then finally go for the pin as he picks him up for that slender driver into the pin. Oh, he's using the ropes as leverage. Slenderman's cheating. Oh, and Kane still kicks out even with Slenderman using the ropes as leverage. And it doesn't matter because he's got a second slender driver as Venom takes Taker out. 1, 2, 3. And the Orphan Cripplers have defeated the Brothers of Destruction. What an amazing showing here tonight. Absolute true grit by both of these tag teams. But it's the Orphan Cripplers who are moving on to round 2 of the tag team tournament. Oh, I'm gonna stretch my back out a bit. Oh, Jesus.
I can imagine there aren't too many people at home regretting tuning in for that amazing match. Wow.
Congratulations to both these men. Celebrating so proudly. It's time now for our main event of the evening. Batista going one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion, Ken Bone. It's time now for this match, which you can actually go ahead and see our little terrible loading screen. Because, you know, I've already told you what the match is. You know what it is. You can sit back, relax, get ready for our main event. If Batista wins this match, he could shoot straight into a championship title match. He could fight Ken Bone for the title if he beats Ken Bone. I think he honestly would deserve it. I think if you beat a champion, you flat out should get a title shot. And Batista's looking at that right now. Ken Bone doesn't know who he'll be defending his title against at Payback. But like I've said, I've promised it'll be one of the hardest challenges he's ever faced. And Ken Bone's won a Royal Rumble, so that's saying something. But I promise that every person at Payback would have to earn the title that they're holding at the end of the night. Maybe he won't be holding the night. Maybe Batista will win this match and Batista will get a title shot before then. Who knows? Nonetheless, it's time for us to start this match. We ready? Okay. We ready to go? So let's do it. World Heavyweight Champion. Here on the first episode of Friday Night Fights. And here comes Ken Bone, running out, happy, glad as can be, one of the best champions ever. Oh, so fast. Oh my God. Abraham Lincoln, coming out of nowhere, with a baseball bat. What is Abraham Lincoln doing? Ken Bone trying to get out of there. Oh, and he kicks him. Ken Bone saw Abraham Lincoln coming from a mile away. Oh my God. The Ken Buster. Why was Abraham Lincoln coming out here with a baseball bat? Honest Abe no more. But Ken Bone saw it coming. Big stomp, almost as if something similar has happened to him in a past life. Ken Bone was prepared to take out the Abraham Lincoln running at him. And I've received word. Batista's been found backstage. Oh, in the Senton Mist, Batista's been bludgeoned with a baseball bat. Abraham Lincoln jumped Batista backstage with a baseball bat and then came for Ken Bone. Thez press on Ken Bone. Why is Abraham Lincoln doing this? You were the president, for God's sakes. One of the best. Ken Bone getting up to his feet. Oh, the double axe handle, but that misses. Big punch to Ken Bone. Oh, goes for the knee, but a spine buster. And Ken Bone defending himself from Abraham Lincoln. If only Batista was so lucky. It's such a shame he got blindsided. That's it. That's the end of the night. Batista can't fight. So unfortunately, that's what Friday Night Fights has. Friday Night Fights has to end on. Why would Abraham Lincoln do what he just did? Why would he bludgeon Batista and then come for Ken Bone? Maybe we'll find out next week. Maybe we won't. Nonetheless, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for joining me for the first ever Friday Night Fights. I hope you've had a great time, and I will see you next time.